$20 from Casey Turner. Hey GDQ, first time donating this marathon. Major props to all the runners so far and all the runners that are to come. I'd have to count myself lucky as my amazing wife was demanding we put the stream on as soon as we got home from work. Put this towards getting Tony Hawk 2 run. The Pro Skater series is hands down my favorite series of my teenage years. Good luck to everyone and keep up the great work for this great cause. And we have $150 from Mark Palamer with no comment. Thank you everyone for your donations.
I need a keyboard.
You don't say.
Yeah, I can hear it a little, just a smidge higher, really. That's good. Yeah. All right.
Wait, you should pick your health.
Good idea. It's good.
It's good. Yeah, you can actually configure your health in this game for whatever reason. So
yeah, I would prefer to not have less health than I'm used to.
Exactly.
All right, so 3, 2, 1, go. All right, hello everyone. I am Caveman, and this is Noitu Love 2. It is an indie game, and it is very fun.
Basically, this game is if Treasure decided to make a PC game that used a mouse.
Yeah, it's all, like, a lot of the combat and movement is mouse-driven, so it's pretty exciting. I like it a lot. I mean, I could use the keyboard to, like, do this dash attack. Like, this is double tap with the direction keys, but I could also hold right mouse button and drag, which is a lot faster. So basically, you just get up above everything and dash kick over everything. And then we got an auto-scroller. So I'll use this, actually I was going to use this auto-scroller to explain the right mouse button thing.
We have $25 from Kyle Krista. This is my second GDQ after watching this year's AGDQ. Shout out to everyone keeping the stream running. And $35 from Alex Farmer. The marathon has been great so far. Keep up the great work.
So this is a group of 14 purple guys, and they are pretty random. So hopefully they cooperate with me and give me a nice corral so I don't have to go too out of my way to get them. Kind of want that health. There we go.
So Caveman is playing hardest, which means he takes more damage. So yeah. Even though he has 12 points of health, he's pretty much always going to lose more than one.
All right, and every time you hit something or get hit, that creates lag frames. So to reduce lag, I avoid combat as much as possible. Alright, so we got a pretty random boss here. He has an attack where that attack, that's the one I don't want. Any other attack would have been alright, but that's the one he decided to use first. So there's a safe spot right in the middle of him. There we go. Not too shabby.
By the way, this game is actually part of the Humble bundle for this event, humblebundle.com/SGDQ. It also comes with a bunch of other games, and it's $25, and all the money goes to Doctor Without. So if you like this game, I would like watching this game. I recommend checking that bundle out.
Yeah, it's got a lot of cool games. So if you like what you see, feel free to check it out.
So most bosses in this game rely on quick kills, but you can't really quick kill this boss just because of the weight.
Yeah, he always takes 4 cycles regardless of what you do or what he does. So it's pretty rough, but it's not too bad. You just get up close to him and punch him a lot. There's a lot of left clicking going on in this game if you haven't noticed. It's basically mashing for the entire duration of the run whenever you need to do combat, so it's You don't have to do it too fast, but it is a bit of an endurance test.
Have you ever clocked your actions per minute? I'll take that as a no.
No, there's not really a lot. Like, I mean, you can't. There's definitely a hard cap to how fast Zoda will attack. That's my character, Zoda. I mean, so you don't have to mash too fast to get up there. All right, that wasn't too bad.
The other thing about this game that you might not understand if you don't know this game is that when you left click on me or an object, you'll automatically zoom forward.
Yeah. That takes a little. That's a little slow, so I usually like to get up close to the enemy so I don't do that. But if you're at a distance and you left click, you will zip to them and start punching them a lot.
We have $20 from Jared Hoschild. I absolutely love this initiative. Y'all put some awesome games, awesome talent into a great cause. It's great to watch. We have $40 from Lacombe Christopher. Noitu Love 2 is such a great game. Really glad to see it at SGDQ. Good luck to all the runners.
So yeah, those blue shields are the click, and they just protect them from anything.
It's certain, not to undermine your amazing commentary, but it's only certain. Anything that explodes will eat the shield, and any other non-explosive projectiles, the shield will just hang out with them. Coming up in a little while in this stage, there's fire, which it doesn't immediately kill the shield, but it slowly degrades, so you have to be quick with what you want to do. That was an amazing fight.
That was good.
Alright, so this is just a big auto-scroller. I'd like these zombies to explode and drop health, but other than that, it's just hanging out on the right side of the screen.
So there's actually two other characters in this game, Relo and Almond. Relo shoots a gun, and she's kind of not very good at anything that she does.
Yeah, like, so the characters, Zoda, Almond, and Rilo, like, Zoda and Almond are, like, two ends of a spectrum as far as, like, the game goes. Like, Zoda is more about,
direct
like,
combat,
the
while
movement.
Almond can't actually attack anything himself, but he has this, like, direct fire.
Like, you can shoot things with his cursor.
Yeah.
But Rilo is, like, a combination between the two, but instead of having, like, oh, this character's awesome, she has all of their strengths, she just has all of their weaknesses. So I don't like her a lot. Almond's cool, though. He's really funny. But I use Zoda because she's the main character, and her crouching walk cycle is cute. That's really the main reason.
So he has to put a blocker there so he doesn't get hit by the blade.
Yeah, I could just damage boost through all of them and go nuts, but I want to kind of keep my health here. I should be good, though. 150 on the dot. That's kind of where I want to be. So O2 Joy, the way he works is he'll do a random attack, and then I can hit him with like these things over here, these piano keys, and they'll drop a hammer and bash him on the head. So there's no way to manipulate what attack he does, so I just have to wait and deal with it. I'm sure one of them is faster or slower than the other. I couldn't tell you which one it was because it would just annoy me during attempts of like, yeah. Oh, here comes the swords again. Like, I'll just deal with it.
And he's a pretty slow boss anyway.
He's cool though. I like his music.
Yeah. Yeah. One thing that's really cool about the game is that all of the bosses have really unique.
We have $10 from Jeremy Hutnick. Good luck with the Noitu Love 2 run, and shout out to Joachim Sandberg, the creator of this game. And $20 from Jonah Davidson. This is Hangman, the other Noitu Love runner. Shout out to Caveman and the Conjack. Donation to Caveman's Choice. Tango down.
Tony Hawk.
Good choice.
Good choice.
Nailed it.
Nice 2-cycle.
Yeah. That's a pretty... I used to do some really ridiculous setup where I would use like a frame-perfect fireball shot, but instead I just decided to take damage and punch him a lot, and that worked out a lot better. Level 3 is really, really hard. It's also really fun, though.
Well, this entire game.
Yeah.
It goes that way.
So these little, like, samurai dudes, you'll see they teleport after a certain amount of damage. So I can actually stop their teleport if I do the double tap up, the somersault kick, and that'll knock them back and prevent them from somersaulting, or teleporting, rather. But I didn't do that. I'm just letting you know that that's what I could have done. It is a double-edged sword because you can knock them away like the wrong direction. But I usually like to go for it just on the off chance that it works out. Another auto-scroller. A lot of auto-scrollers.
Yeah.
You'll love the next stage.
We have $20 from Daniel Prendergast. Hey everyone, keep on running, especially those indie games. Much love to all, especially the folks behind the scenes. And $10 from Patrick Lynch. This is for Stash Bro, rocking Noitu Love 2. Much love from the Twitch chat.
So you might have seen a fireball occasionally, and while that's not the attack with the best DPS, it's a great way to get hits safely from a distance, especially against this guy. It'll just take too much damage against him.
Yeah, Poundalita, it's best to engage her from a distance, and when I get the chance, I obviously go for the punches for the raw DPS.
And what's really funny is that the creator of this game, Joachim Sandberg, Caveman has actually talked to him, and he says that the fireball is a terrible one.
He makes fun of me for using the fireball as often as I do. It's great. It's really useful in all the really specific places I use it in.
Yeah, and there's also this crescent slash move that moves upward. While it's not the greatest damage, it's great for position.
Yeah, I used it on O2 Joy to distance myself for the quick kill. It's really useful, and I wouldn't be able to get the kills I want without it. I'll also be using it right after I beat this snake up to get as close to the top of the screen as I can. There we go.
The 1 hour ago trick.
Yeah, I learned that trick 1 hour ago. It's a pretty good trick. Normally you can only you're limited by how many somersaults you can do, but if you do an attack, you can cancel the attack with a somersault and just get a bunch of somersaults. That was a pretty smooth bamboo death gauntlet. So here's Rilo. Believe it or not, incredibly random boss. But I only have to deal half of her health for the Sea Serpent to show up again. And he's a lot less easier to deal with. It'd be pretty unfortunate if I actually had to fight Rilo for her full health bar and she was just the boss.
Yeah, and what the game does is that if you're playing as Rilo, you actually fight.
Yeah, it's the same fight pretty much. But yeah, either way, you're dealing with some random boss. Almond fights Rilo and Zoda fights Rilo, but if you're playing as Rilo, you fight Zoda. And you actually get to have Zoda's theme song playing while you're fighting her as Rilo. It's a nice little touch. So the Sea Serpent, the goal is to free cycle, and it's not that hard, but you can miss it. But I'm not going to. I think I might have just missed it. Nope. See? What are you... Were you worried? I wasn't worried.
I wasn't worried.
No, I was worried.
Alright, so this stage, if you're familiar with the 4th stage of Contra 3, this will look very similar. It is an entirely auto-scroller. There are some cool bosses, and I really only need to explain the final one, so I'll just hang out down here, saving lag.
We have $10 from Raphael Curiel. Although I wanted to wait till my first game I ever played was being ran Bionic Commando, I needed to donate so we can all congratulate the Symphony of the Night speedrunner Dasper on his marriage. I'm not married. It's not real.
Ooh, nice. Normally you have to wait for those darns with the guns to shoot a little blue guy before you can get past their shield. But if you're lucky, you'll get an RNG cactus, and you can save a little bit of time.
So a lot of the bosses, even more so not the parts of the game, are very safe. You just kind of have to wait for them to fight.
Yeah, the only boss in this stage you can quick kill is the final one, which is convenient because he's the only one with RNG.
We have $35 from Jamie Delaney. Loving GDQ. Been watching casually for a few years now. So glad to see a positive light in the gaming community. This donation goes out to my sweet little 3-month-old niece who is recovering from heart surgery, to give other kids the chances that she is receiving. Love all of you for putting all this on. We have $35 from Paul Davis. Another amazing event. Always glad to donate to an amazing cause.
So yeah, there's just this nice safe spot around here by your health for this boss. And then once he actually does that long punch, you can hit him, and you have to like connect the circuit, as it were. There you go, make a cool shape.
Oh, you got Pisces for a second there.
The speed game in life.
Tough life.
Not everyone can play games like this.
We have $5 from Anthony Nguyen. Just wanted to donate to say hi to Dasabro. Hope to see you around the fighting game community again. Also, nice work from all the speedrunners.
Alright, so Sleeper Brakeman. You can 2-cycle him if you're good. So I hope I'm good today. Normally you're supposed to 3-cycle him, and it's easier with a visual like aid. So I'll wait until he actually does the attack that I can hit him with. Here we go. So I'm gonna blow up that orb, and he's gonna shoot a little purple guy around here. And if I do this just right, perfect. I will delay my first hit long enough so that a second one spawns, so I can hit him twice in one cycle. And that is very nice because this guy can just hang out all day. Really takes the edge off on the RNG. That was pretty good. As far as auto-scroller stages go, that was among the better ones. Alright, stage 5 is one of my favorite stages. Whereas most of the stages in the run are about avoiding combat as much as possible, this one is about optimizing it. So you start out on this this elevator, and you have to corral these enemies along. The ones that trigger the next wave are the green flamethrower darns, so you need to focus on them, but what are you gonna do, just leave a whole bunch of enemies are like hanging around? So you pretty much just kill all of them. These guys with the watches are the worst. Here's the grab that's useless. Basically, I turn the enemies I grab into an instant kill projectile. I can't grab when the elevator's rising, which is why I don't do it. I just use the fireball instead. Hey, you got a health drop, cool.
Just a reminder that the Tony Hawk incentive is live. If you'd like to see Tony Hawk 2, we need to meet $1,000 for that category.
Oh, jeez. That was a bad place for him to stop.
So what he has to do here is disable the 2 boxes, force field.
Yeah, he also has an attack where he'll jump over me so I can avoid getting hit, but he didn't do that, and that's alright.
Very inconsiderate.
Yeah, it's not too big of a deal.
Doesn't he respect the speed game in life?
Guess not. Yo, that guy didn't respect the speed game in life.
Alright, so you might notice that he's doing a wall bounce, and that gives you a really good boost faster than him.
Yeah, if you hold the direction away from the wall you just kicked off of, you'll actually move faster than the screen can scroll. You might have seen that, like, that was a really good fight. So this stage has, ignoring the wall bounce talk, this stage has 2 bosses.
And this is the secret.
This is a secret boss, and he's faster than beating the normal boss.
I love the normal boss, but it is a very slow boss.
Yeah, the normal bosses, both bosses in this stages are pretty good, so it's not like too big of a loss. It's like, oh no, I don't get to fight this awesome boss, I get to fight this awesome boss instead.
Yeah. And the bunny ears is actually what he doesn't.
Yeah, I don't want the little rabbit thing, it's not the best.
And yes, those shadows do hurt.
So you can three cycle this boss if you hit him with 2 fireballs when he's doing the little Tarzan swing. So I gotta be on my aim. Nice. So the 3rd cycle he's gonna come down on like a film reel, and that's the hard one. So let's see how it goes. It went perfectly. Excellent.
An updated current total for the event, we have reached $184,000.
Wow, nice.
Stage 6 is a real ball buster. This is, in my opinion, the hardest stage, right up there with stage 3. So the main thing about this stage is I want to have full health throughout most of it. Like, there's going to be a mid-boss, and I definitely want to have full health after him, because there's a big section with a bunch of lasers that I want to damage boost through instead of actually navigate. Omega Darn. He has some, like, these attacks where he drops the zombie darns are the ones I want. Those lets me get the most hits in. This attack where he bonks his head on the ground, that's not the best. So give me some more darn spawns, please. Thank you. You can actually hit his eye while it's off the screen, so that's why I want it. It lets you get a lot of damage in.
We have $35 from Peter Chettleborough. Glad to see Noitu Love being run. Here's another donation to the Metroid Fusion 1% run and killing those pesky animals.
Of course, that little drone hit me. But I should be all right. There's no reason to zip back and forth between the gravity switchers. It's just really fun. And that's what it's all about. Just having a good old time. Oh. Don't have too much fun though. You might get hit.
So there's only a medium fun.
Yeah. You have to be really conservative with your fun. Have it when there's time, but don't get carried away. Yeah. So this is the part I was talking about. Oh, jeez.
Oh.
All right, we're just gonna hang out. Just gonna play some video games right now. There, that should be enough. There is some health there, but I don't need it. I hope I don't regret that. Good, give me some wood to knock on. So this boss is my favorite boss in the game. Very similar to other bosses in the game, but of those very similar bosses, this is my favorite one. So get some more fireball action to get the quick kill on this guy. News, excellent. That's a slow attack.
Does that always work by being in the edge like that?
Yeah, you can just stand still and the attack will never hit you. Oh, what are you? That one hit I missed. I knew it was gonna happen, but that's all right. This is a pretty decent run.
Well, it's a medium fun. You had to have a little fun.
Yeah, I was having too much fun. But I'll 2-cycle this phase instead, you know, just to even it out. The trick is the somersault after the first wave. All right, so this is the most important trick in the run. It's called not accidentally wrong working to the credits.
Yeah, and you do this by clicking twice on the continue button, so it's really easy to do the first time.
If you click that continue button twice, you'll just go to the credits. If you look at the race history on SRL and look at some blind races, like you'll notice a lot of comments are just like, well, apparently my opponent played an extra stage Too bad for him, I got them points. So yeah, the last stage is really good, so I don't run any percent, I run all stages.
And again, if you're loving Noitu Love 2 or Dust Force, you can find these on Humble Bundle, which is at humblebundle.com.
/SGDQ.
/SGDQ?
Yeah.
That's for the sale? Okay.
Yeah.
Here's a very convenient half health pickup, which is going to get me at full health for the final boss. Final boss is pretty cool, which is why I like this category, because the final boss is like the perfect end for this run. So I got a lot of health, and I'm feeling pretty good right now, so I hope this goes really well. This is a three-phase final boss. And the trick to this phase is to wait for the orbs to flash red, and then get out of the way. That way you don't get hit by lightning. And then you can just hang out in here. I could be avoiding these hits, but you gotta get that max DPS. Cool.
And you gotta get the APM in.
Yeah. You'll notice that right now it's snowing, and the precipitation changes for each boss phase. So it's snowing, now it's raining. So we gotta get these orbs, and then, you know, just look at the big orbs. If you played video games, like, this is clearly what her weakness is. So the attacks she does, are random, and I don't want the big green pillar or the X. I don't want either of those attacks that she gives me. How about some others? Oh, okay, cool. Not too big of a deal. So the trick to this quick kill is that somersault. If you do the somersault, you will hit her on the first frame she's vulnerable, and you'll position yourself perfectly so you can start punching her in the head. And if you do that, you'll kill her in 3 cycles. Please.
Ooh.
Use that trick I came up with an hour ago to avoid that attack. Real good use of the shield there. What? No way!
Oh no. The magic pixel.
Magic pixel?
Yeah, tell me about it. Jeez Louise. I don't even care about dodging this attack. Actually, I probably should.
Yeah, you probably should, because you'll die in one hit otherwise on the next
Yeah, that's not great. Let's just beat the game. There. Wow, that's pretty sucky. But this is the last phase. Never happened before.
So it'll be time after he kills it.
Yeah, so I don't have a lot of health to work with, but I have enough. This phase is just really awful. Like, it can't hurt me at all. I don't know what they were thinking. Like, it has a lot of attacks that are cool looking, but they're just really poorly, they're not great. Like, look at this, just stand under them. Blam! Like, no problemo. Yeah, keep giving me them balls. I got some of my own.
If you like Fubao, donate for the Cypher run for Castlevania 3.
Exactly. I want the sword so that I can get some DPS in with the like the fireballs are decent DPS, but they're really just there to keep me safe.
He's just not getting the greatest one. Or don't
Yeah, if I just got a bunch of swords, that'd be nice. But you know what? We're having fun. Here we go. This is the last phase. Get ready on time. Time.
Time.
27:35.
It's all right.
Nice.
All right.
That would have been world record had I actually did the second phase of that fight right.
Oh no.
Speed game in life, it's tough.
Yeah, speed game in life.
It might take you until tomorrow to get the world record again.
I probably got it in practice. I just didn't bother timing. So yeah, that was Noitu Love 2. Very fun game. I hope everyone enjoyed it.
And now we'll be setting up for our next game.
We have $50 from Jeremy Quiros. I've been happily losing sleep all week just to stay up and watch all the runs. Noitu Love 2 has been sitting in my Steam backlog for a year now, but this runner has convinced me to finally give it a try. Put this towards Tony Hawk 2. We have $50 as well from Matthew Trickett. Hey guys, I've been watching the GDQ events since the beginning, and every year I'm not let down. Appreciate all the hard work you put into these events. Put this towards Tony Hawk 2. And $40 from Michael Zavala. I think I stopped breathing during the Providence fight. Watching that fight is just as intense as playing it. Hope to see Risk of Rain again in the future. And again, SGDQ supports DoctorsWithoutBorders.org. Doctors Without Borders is an international medical